enter in at the narrow gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leads to destruction. Though many will go there, my feet have been set upon the path that leads to the narrow way, and here I will stay. Hey, what's going on? It's Ray with the TBD Podcast. Thank you so much for joining me on my inaugural episode. It really means a lot to me to know that you're here from the very beginning. Now, you might know me, you might think you know me, and you might not know me at all. Maybe somebody encouraged you to check this out, and maybe something just caught your eye, and so you clicked the link, and now you're looking at this long-haired guy sitting here in this green room in this funny chair that looks like a throne, and you're wondering to yourself, who is this? What is he all about? And what the heck is TBD? Well, let's start answering some of those questions, okay? Again, my name is Ray LeGrand, and I'm your host on the TBD Podcast. But what exactly is TBD? TBD is to be determined. And the reality is that you and I, right now, we're on a journey together. And again, I'm very glad that we're on it together, that you're here with me, because I need you. And I'm guessing that maybe you need somebody like me. But again, that's to be determined. That answer is going to pop up quite a bit, I think, because I don't pretend to know exactly what the end game is or where we're headed. But I know that we're moving. I know we've got movement. We're pushing forward. And that's the other side of TBD. The side that if you change the emphasis just a little bit, instead of saying to be determined, you say to be determined. Well, hopefully you're a determined person. I know I am. I'm determined to see what this thing is going to do, where it's going to take me, and just to figure out the whys, hopefully, in the process. I don't pretend to know why I'm doing this right now. I've got an idea, and let me tell you a little bit about who I am so that you can understand what those whys are, okay? Again, my name is Ray. I'm a husband, a father, a son, a brother. Hopefully, I'm a good friend. I am a follower of Christ. I'm an ordained minister. I'm a high school dropout. And yet, I'm a successful businessman. I'm a humanitarian. I always have been and always will be a metalhead. In fact, I'm a heavy metal frontman. I'm a tattoo collector. I am a vegan. I'm an author. I'm a speaker. And at this point, I'm attempting to become a podcaster. Now, I myself have to ask, why am I doing that element, considering all the other things that I'm doing, considering that I'm a father of 4, a wife of 20 plus years, what do I need to add something else onto the proverbial? See, I don't have a plate anymore. I work off a platter because plates are too small. Well, my very good friend and mentor, Pastor Bob Beeman, has listened to my heart and the heart of my wife, Patty, and he encouraged us. He said, you know what, you need to step out into a couple of other areas and expand your sphere of influence and allow yourself to be influenced by people outside of your natural reach. He has a very successful podcast called Pastor Bob Daily that he's been doing for over a year now, and he's kind of encouraged me as a stepping stone in my ministry to reach out and try something similar. This is not going to be a daily podcast. The time frame is very much, well, you guessed it, to be determined. In fact, it's probably going to be rather random, as I have something that strikes me. I might do 2 in a day. I might have a week in between. I don't really know just yet. But again, I hope that you'll tune in, and I hope that you'll interact with me, because I want to discover some things about you. And you know what? I don't pretend to have all the answers. I am teachable. Yes, I've been a Christian since about 1981, so I've got a few years under my belt. Yes, I am an ordained minister. I've done a number of church plants, and again, 20 plus years of experience in ministry. I've been around the block, but I remain teachable. I'm not perfect. And I'm looking forward to learning alongside of you and with you. So won't you reach out to me so that we can get the conversation going? You can reach me at the TBD Podcast at gmail.com. You're probably watching this on YouTube or Facebook. Regardless of which one it is, it's facebook.com/the TBD Podcast or youtube.com/the TBD Podcast. I tried to get Twitter at the TBD Podcast, but unfortunately somebody has already grabbed that moniker and is not using it. So I am on Twitter at the TBD Podcast 1. If you would just remember to stick the 1 in there until we can get that rectified. But you know what? We might not ever get it rectified. The outcome of that one is very much to be determined. As am I to stay engaged with you. Thanks for taking the journey with me, and thanks for taking the time. Again, future podcasts might come from any point of view from the areas that I've discussed. It might have to do with music or humanitarianism, health. It could be anything. But it's a part of my life, and I'm looking forward to seeing how it fits in with yours. And again, looking forward to hearing from you. Thank you very much, and make sure that you stay